Wi-Fi podcast. What's
Yeah,
going
man.
on?
A lot. We just had a. Well, I know you want to talk about the Rivian. I got my car back. Did we talk about
Yeah,
that?
you got your Tesla back, so Tesla service worked pretty well, right?
It's kind of stretching it, but
Yeah, they're okay. They gave you a nice loaner, a Model S Plaid, and they got your car back, and it cost you how much?
well, between time
Yeah, your time's very
and
valuable.
the Uber ride was like $23,
And they
so
didn't
about
pay for
23.
that?
They did
They
not.
probably would have given you
They in
credit.
turn gave me a plaid, so I was like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, I'll take that.
that's worth it. But yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about the Rivian had a big update this week, so they got Apple Music support with Dolby Atmos, and it's pretty insane. Like that software update, how much better the sound system got. It's got like a Meridian sound system in there, which is like pretty intense. It's got like a couple subwoofers under the back seats. It has like 20 speakers. So really good sound system, but the Dolby Atmos support really opens it up. Like you can hear sound coming from like all the speakers. It increases the bass, like so it's immediately noticeable. Now all the songs like in Apple Music support Atmos, but like Post Malone's new albums do. So you can. I mean, played it. And I'm like, wow, this is a huge difference. You can hear like sounds coming all around. So
That's cool.
yeah, I don't know. Even Tesla, they one up Tesla because they don't fully support Dolby Atmos yet. Even though they have like all the speakers in the long range
Yeah.
performance, it has like 18 speakers in there or something. And the new performance has two subs.
Oh, it
But
does really? I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah, all the Highland long range cars both have two subs now.
Oh, I did not know that.
So yeah, another reason why you got to get one. But no, this
Yeah.
Rivian update was pretty nice. So they upstaged Tesla for the first time. I think they added something that they don't have yet. So I bet Tesla comes
But
back and
that's an easy. Well,
yeah,
it's kind of an easy ad, right?
it should be. There could be some licensing involved, and that might be why Tesla doesn't
Oh.
do it because they're against all that. Like one of the things that Tesla won't do is like the bird's eye view of the cameras because they have to license that view. Like one of the manufacturers owns it, like Toyota or something. So they have
Oh.
every car they put in, they have to pay licensing. Now Rivian has it, so you get that bird's eye view. Tesla does they do like a simulated view with the car map and everything in there with the little.
But is it worth it though? Do you think?
I don't know. It is nice to have, but Tesla does a really good job, especially with the new vision stuff, like of
Yeah.
showing like what's around. Like they build that 3D map, so you can see what's around you real easily, right?
Right, right.
So yeah, it's good that there's competition between those two, and like all the other manufacturers are just like light years behind.
Yeah. The other
So
thing I like about the Rivian that you talked about is you can get a hotspot.
yeah, so they introduced like this new data plan. It's called Connect Plus. That it's gonna be $15 a month, and it gives you like all the streaming services. So Apple Music,
Well, you still have to have
Audible.
the accounts, right? You have to have the accounts for like Apple Music.
Yeah,
So
you have
if you
to
don't
have
have
your own
Apple
accounts for
Music,
that. But like the data for that's coming from their Connect Plus plan, LTE plan. But the Rivian also has a hotspot in there, so you can connect your laptop or whatever, and it works really well. We've used it before. Up until this point, it's all been free. Like all the data's been free on the Rivian, and now
yeah,
they're going to start charging for it. So like Tesla does, they charge $10 for the streaming services, the map data.
yeah,
If you get satellite maps, get live traffic, all that stuff. It costs money for the data. So
yeah. That to me, that's definitely worth it.
it
That's
is
something
worth it.
I do pay for. So
It is worth it. Now you can tether your phone to the car. Like you could put a hotspot on your phone and try to
yeah,
tether the car to that, but it never works, right? Like the faster the car's going, it's harder to connect to the cell towers and stuff.
right.
So I mean, you have this car with all these features, you got to have it connected, right?
Yeah, definitely for
um,
sure.
so so yeah, pretty cool update there. And we saw so going back to the Wi-Fi side, we saw this demo of this product called GoZone yesterday, right? On this webinar.
On my webinar.
On your webinar, yeah. So it was pretty interesting to me. So I mean, you probably know more about it than I do. If you want to talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, so GoZone Wi-Fi adds it adds value to both our Ingenious Cloud line and our Ingenious Fit line.
Yeah.
So I just walked through the setup this morning with you on the phone, and you set it up yesterday.
Yeah.
And the setup is like pretty simple. So GoZone, in collaboration with us, worked together, and they actually created a configuration guide. So it's pretty easy. So it's just a configuration under the SSID using Captive Portal, yeah.
Yeah.
And then custom radius, and they give you all the parameters for custom radius. So they have a free account that you can set up. Now, you and I have not, we didn't dive into it yet, so we don't know what we get with the free service of GoZone Wi-Fi, but it's pretty cool stuff. And what it does is it adds like a branded advanced Captive Portal, customizes login features.
Yeah.
You can actually, the more advanced stuff, you can do Wi-Fi monetization, like payment, voucher, and advertising.
Yeah.
And then you can also do like campaigns, like marketing campaigns and SMS, coupons, segmentation. So there's a lot you can do.
Yeah.
Then they have like heat mapping and analytics and advertising and sponsorship kind of thing. So yeah, a lot of cool features that you can add on to like an existing Ingenious Cloud network. So like if you have current customers, you can add this feature in, or even new customers, you can start to talk about this as well.
Yeah, I mean, so to simplify, like if you had a restaurant or something, and your customers are coming in, and you're currently, offering free Wi-Fi, you don't really get anything back for that, right? You're just like you're offering it as a service for them to try to get them to come in or stay longer. Now, if you add this this GoZone, Captive Portal to your system. You can collect a little bit of data on those customers. So they can log in with their Facebook account or LinkedIn account or email, and you can basically see how often they're coming. You can build an email list and then do marketing campaigns to your customers, right?
Right.
You can see trends like what days they're coming in on, and you can generate coupons and things like that. So this is the kind of thing that the Wi-Fi companies don't really provide, right? It's like above and beyond what Ingenious or Ruckus or something like that would do, but it integrates into those systems, and it provides the types of things that these businesses are asking for.
Exactly. Yeah. The thing I kind of talked about yesterday is we had an opportunity with a very large mall, like I want to say 8 years ago, somewhere around there, and they wanted to collect this data, but they just didn't know what to do with it. But they knew they needed it. They needed it, but they didn't know why they needed it. So GoZone Wi-Fi really kind of helps you take that information and turn it into something that you can use it for marketing information, or you can actually send messages to kind of the users that were there to say, hey, we have this promotion running. And then there's this heat mapping, right? So you can actually identify where people are within your like mall, for example, and you can send like coupons and whatever. So yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, when you set it up, you actually add all your individual access points into the portal. So you put the MAC address of all the access points, so it can tell where the customers are, and like you said, which businesses are they hanging out near. If it's a mall, like they can collect all those email addresses and just see like how often those people come, use the mall, and it just gives you a lot more insight into what your customers are doing. So people have been asking us about this kind of service for years, but it's not like something that the equipment manufacturers really provide. Now, I have a picture of my dashboard. I only logged in a couple times, but it basically shows like how many users came in today, how many came in yesterday, how many are returning, and then it will collect insights like the email addresses and other things that you can basically export into your email marketing tools, and or you it can go direct like on X or Twitter, right? So you can market with it on there. So yeah, some pretty cool information there, and we'll put a link below if you want to try it out. Like Brian said, there's a free account. So when you sign up, there's a free account. It's not obviously they're gonna want you to transition to a pay account if it's something that you would actually use and get value from.
Right.
But I think it looks like it allows you to collect some data and just to see how it works. You can set up a temporary SSID, right? Very easily. You don't have to like transition your guest network right now. You can just set up an SSID and test it out for yourself and see like how it works.
And that's, I mean, basically that's what you and I are doing, right? We're just kind of testing it out, and it's we're setting up on our home networks to see kind of the information that you're collecting. But yeah, you can set up within cloud, you can just set up another SSID, guest 2 or private or whatever, and then set the parameters up. GoZone gives you all the configurations, right? So it's pretty easy. You just have to, when you set up the account, you have to go in, like you said. You can do, it looks like, I didn't try this, you can do a single MAC address for your access points that are serving your customers with this captive portal, right? You can either do one at a time or you can do bulk. I saw that in there. I didn't try that. But.
Yeah, so I mean, you can just copy and paste those right from the Ingenious Cloud. It's pretty easy. Yeah. I mean, I think you can set it up in about 10 minutes and then start collecting data.
It took me, I want to say around 10 minutes, somewhere around there. And you and I were on the phone talking, so.
Yeah, and we can help you out with that too if you want to set it up. And also, we have AJ from GoZone that will definitely get involved too if you want more information.
Oh, yeah, we would love to get involved.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, one other thing. So the ECW526s, I know we talked to them last week. They're in stock now, and there is now if you buy from a distributor like me, there is a buy 2 get 1 free promotion.
That's right.
So
what's the MSRP on that?
So MSRP on the 526, you know this, don't you? Come on.
I'm asking because I'm buying time, kind of.
You want to see if I know? ECW526 MSRP is $299. So
$299.
Yeah, $299 divide by 3.
No, $199 per unit.
$199 per unit. So that's MSRP. Now, if you contact me, I'm going to quote you even less, obviously, if you're a partner. So yeah, that's got to be like an industry leading price for Wi-Fi 7.
It is for sure. So $199 for a tri-band access point, 10 gigabit Ethernet port running on a Qualcomm chip. It's a 2x2 design. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and not only that, like you can use the ECW526 with whatever 1 gigabit switches that support PoE plus, right? It only needs PoE plus. So pretty much your existing switches you can use with this Wi-Fi 7 access points. Now that'll bring the connection speed of a Wi-Fi 7 device right up to a gigabit, right? So like if you use a 1 gigabit switch and your internet connection is a gigabit, you'll get a full gigabit on the Wi-Fi 7 if you have a Wi-Fi 7 laptop or phone.
And you could go to the ECS2510 FP PoE plus multi-gig if you want to. Right. If you're working with an ISP that's offering more than a gig, then you would go to that 8-port switch or something like that.
Yep.
And then there's the 24 multi-gig and the 48-port multi-gig.
Yep.
You can definitely use those as well.
And those are all in stock too right now. So, so yeah, we do have multi-gig in stock. But if you want to transition to Wi-Fi 7 without doing your switches, you'll probably be okay with the 526.
For sure, yeah, definitely.
So yeah, let us know. They're in stock. Probably be selling out pretty fast though.
They'll definitely sell out. We still have back orders. So.
We still have back orders on it. All right. So remember to like and subscribe. We'll be back next week with some more questions, probably talking more about Wi-Fi 7. I think we're going to be selling a lot of them this